What's good, Eagles Nation? It's your man Desert Eagle here, coming at you with another video. Want to make this quick video right quick, talk about the Eagles and the Rams. Man, first of all, I know I wasn't able to make a video last week, with the Eagles and the Washington football team. It was very busy last week, and it was kind of the same case this week, but, I'm going to say fuck it. I'm going to make this video right quick. Hopefully I can get a couple minutes out of it, before I get back on the road. So the Eagles and the Rams, it's plain and simple. We have to win this game. Well, obviously that's the case when you're in the NFC. When you're in the NFC conference, and and we have to make a statement like early on, because it's not necessarily easy going into the playoffs. Later on in the season, especially if we're losing early, especially the way we did against Washington. I guess you could say it was embarrassing the way it is, but it wouldn't matter if it was Washington or any other football team. Of course, a hater is doubting us. I don't give a damn what the media has to say, but they're making it seem like it's impossible to, to beat the Rams, especially for what they did against Dallas. Aaron Donald was a monster that game, or either Aaron Donald was a monster, or maybe Dallas' offense was just trash. Ours wasn't any better in the second half, but then again, with Lane Johnson was hurt, Brandon Brooks out for the season, then Jack Driscoll getting hurt, we were very soft on the right side of the line, and Ryan Kerrigan and took advantage of that. Washington did what they had to do. But then again, I felt like the entire line was atrocious. Jason Kelce didn't play good. Jason Peters definitely did not play good, but then again, at the same time, I couldn't really blame him too much, because for the most part, he was playing right guard, as a desperate attempt, in my opinion, to fill in for Brandon Brooks. And it kind of took the effort away from the right tackle position. But then again, he went back to the right tackle, and at one point he did ask for more money. But, he came with a change of, change of mind and said, hey, I want to play at the right tackle. He put the money thing to the side and, decided to, he put the team first. Unfortunately, this past Sunday, it didn't really work out. But you know what, man, every team have their crappy moments. And unfortunately, it happened to the Eagles. Shit happens. All I'm going to say is the Eagles can beat the Rams. It is not impossible. As a matter of fact, I picked my Birds as upset of the week because of what happened last week. A lot of people are already turning their backs and already, counting us out. And because of the Rams beating the Cowboys, which Cowboys supposed to be the favorites in the NFC East, Rams fans are, they're doing a little clowning, they're a little trolling. First of all, I think they need a little education. Let's not forget who owns who for the past couple years. Let's not forget who didn't sack my quarterback. I'm very positive that can change this Sunday, but just a little history lesson. You guys had Aaron Donald for Lord how long, and we played you guys 3 times. You guys have not sacked my quarterback, nor have you beaten us when you have Aaron Donald. So, you probably might want to pump your brakes for a second. You beat the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, cool. Who hasn't beat the Dallas Cowboys? As a matter of fact, the only reason why your win was impressive, why y'all getting whatever hype there is because it's the Dallas Cowboys and nobody likes the Cowboys. That's literally what it is. Aaron Donald is a freaking stud, without a doubt. But let's not sit here and act like he is impossible to block. I know we did a piss poor effort in blocking Ryan Kerrigan. As a matter of fact, I think Jack Driscoll was the most impressive in blocking Ryan Kerrigan. But all I'm going to say is my Birds can pull the upset. My Birds can pull the upset if we with a little few keys. How we can upset the Rams. First of all, we have double team Aaron Donald if you have to. Double team if you had to. I know he fucking shoved Dallas offensive line around like they were a bunch of rag dolls, but it doesn't mean it can happen twice, all right? I don't know what goes on with Dallas. Maybe they also had the same issue we had. I'm not talking about injuries, more like the slack without preseason. Shit happens. But if we can at least double team Aaron Donald, definitely run the ball down their throats, because their run defense is not good at all. I mean, they got a great pass rush. But as far as the run defense goes, with Miles Sanders coming back, Doug Peterson, you gotta run the ball. I don't know what you're trying to prove as far as constantly throwing passes down the field. I mean, I understand we got Deshaun Jackson, we got Jalen Reagor in them, and, I understand that, all right? John Hightower, and I know Quez Watkins is hurt. I understand that. But I understand you're trying to prove something, trying to say, oh, Carson Wentz is a check down and all of that. I don't think he's that at all. You don't have to prove anybody a goddamn thing, especially when you are a Super Bowl winning quarterback, unlike Sean McVay. All right, but don't go for fourth downs unless it's really, really necessary. Stop giving the opposing team hope that, they can win this game. That's your problem right there. The only reason why Washington even won the game in the first place is because of your mistakes. It wasn't necessarily on the injuries. I know that the injuries definitely did hurt us, but we only lost the game because of your terrible mistakes, your terrible play calling, your lack of adjustment. All of that. So, I mean, you got to cut that out. We could definitely win this game. It is not impossible. A team bleeds like everybody else. And I'm not going to sit here talking about some any given Sunday, because we're not that bad. We're really not that bad at all. So, that being said, if the Eagles can guard Aaron Donald throughout the whole game, if we can also run the ball down their throats, at least gas them out, then we can go ahead and start picking apart their defense. I think Washington's defense is much better than the Rams. I mean, I'm gonna say they got much depth at the defensive line than the Rams, but they also got talent as far as defensive. They got a head coach and a defensive coordinator that are both experienced in playing defense. So Washington is projected to possibly have one of the best defense. I mean, they should have had it a while back, but they just don't have the guys in the office or whatever. But anyway, listen, we can win this game. We can beat the Rams, all right? I know they got Robert Woods, if I'm correct. I think that's his name, Robert Woods. They got them, and they got Van Jefferson, and they actually did pretty good against Dallas. But we got the better secondary that can stick up to Robert Woods and Van Jefferson. I don't know who their running back is exactly. I do know I know they cut Todd Gurley, but we definitely got a better run defense than Dallas as well. I mean, there's no way in hell Dallas should have let them run all over like that. I mean, they was running all over Dallas. It wasn't even funny. They was running all over Dallas. That was crazy. But as far as but we know for sure we can definitely run over the Rams. I mean, I understand we don't have an Ezekiel Elliott on our team, but our run game is definitely good enough. I mean, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Corey Clement, and Jason Huntley, something like that. I still got to get his name. They're not Ezekiel Elliott, but, all I'm going to say is if the offensive line can do something, all right, our run game is definitely more than talented enough to run down their throats and, gas out their defense. So if we can pretty much do that, and last but not least, when it comes to, as far as guarding Aaron Donald, I'm sure they're going to send the whole house against us, like what Washington did when they found out our major weakness, which is our offensive line. Without the offensive line, Carson Wentz definitely cannot, play his part. And that's pretty much what happened there. But Carson Wentz definitely has to throw the ball away when he feel like he's getting pressured. You gotta throw the ball away. You have nothing to prove. Throw the ball away. That's also the big reason why we lost last week. Because all the sacks, it's hard to capitalize. It's hard to win a game if you get sacked 8 times. All right? And making these ridiculous throws, I know part of it was on Jalen Reagor. He didn't really time himself right, but whatever. The guy's a rookie. I mean, he still had an impressive debut, in my opinion. But you know what? They had a whole week to adjust, and I have a feeling it's going to be a great game this Sunday. I have a great feeling it's going to be a great game. Just guard, just guard Aaron Donald. You know, double team if you have to. Carson Wentz, throw the ball away if you're about to get sacked. Definitely do a lot of quick slants. Definitely do some quick slants. Greg Ward Jr. is good at that. You know, we also got Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. You know, we definitely got to use them more often. I mean, I know there was an issue going on with Zach Ertz, but, you know, I don't know what that was all about. Apparently there's a little altercation, but hopefully that's been resolved. I know Zach Ertz was frustrated, you know, didn't seem like himself, but hopefully they work things out right there. But until then, Dallas Goedert can take over that. He can take over that situation. The screens, I feel like the screens are a bit too predictable, but we're definitely going to have to, we're going to have to be a little more creative, to be honest with you, because there are times we almost had, picks or Carson Wentz, he does the screen, the defensive line comes for him, but, we got to be a bit more creative. But I feel like we can definitely win this game. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's your man Des. You checking on out of here. It is always fly Eagles fly. Let's be 1-1. All right, we may not be 2-0, but I'll take 1-1 over 0-2 any freaking day. All right, keep our chances alive. All right. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It's your man Des. You check on out of here. It is always fly Eagles fly.